Welcome, students and parents, to another year of school at Rockdale Elementary School. This is Mr. Olson, one of the middle school teachers, and in this presentation, we're going to go over the middle school remote learning plan overview for this fall. We'll cover some topics such as schedules, attendance, absences, grades, Chromebook information, and our Google expectations. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's start by meeting our middle school team. We have Mr. Jared Minico, who teaches social studies. We have me, Mr. Matt Olson, who teaches science. We have Miss Hannah Kirk, who teaches mathematics. We have Mr. Lucas Meister, who teaches English language arts. And we have Mrs. Nicole Hicks, who is our 5th through 8th grade special education teacher. We also have assembled a Meet the Teacher video that you can check out to learn a little bit more about us. Next, let's take a look at the schedules and what the learning day will look like for the students. Our goal was to try to take our in-person experience and turn it into an online one. We took each grade level and divided it into 2 groups, an A group and a B group, for the purpose of creating a small class size or a small group to meet with their teachers online. That way the students will have a more personalized and individualized experience. In the morning from 9 to noon, the students will be meeting in 30-minute blocks for their core instruction, which would be science and math, social studies, and ELA. And in that time, they'll be doing things like meeting with their teacher for live instruction through things like Google Meets. After a lunch break, the students will take part in PE and win times. Win times, again, are small groups, and we work on specific skills in ELA and math. And in that time period, again, we'll also have enrichment for those who qualify, and PE. So again, our goal of our schedule was to try to simulate as best as possible what the students would be doing in class, but online.
Now we will be moving to attendance. Attendance will be a little bit different than it was last spring when we were forced to go to remote learning under Governor Pritzker's stay-at-home executive order. Attendance will be taken daily. During remote learning, students are expected to attend school. Student attendance will consist of working in Google Classroom, on Google Meets with teachers and staff to complete assignments and activities. Students will verify daily attendance utilizing TeacherEase software notifications. You should check in on TeacherEase by 8:50 a.m. daily. That's approximately 10 minutes before your first class of the day. Attendance will be monitored by the school administration. Those students who choose not to attend will be subject to related consequences outlined in the Student Handbook 2020-2021. Make sure that you are checking in on TeacherEase, checking in each and every Google Meet class with your teacher, and any other occasion that you have to make sure that you are meeting the needs as if we were regularly in school, just remote. All right, now we're going to talk about grades. The Rockdale School District will utilize its traditional grading system and guidelines for grading as demonstrated in the 2020-21 Student Handbook on page 50. Unlike in the spring where we went to remote learning, these are not considered act of God days, and grades will count towards your total grade for the year. These grades can count against you, so it would be just as if it was a regular school year, but we are obviously learning at home. Final grades are determined with a 60% for assessment. That means any test, quiz, project. And then for classwork, homework, or participation will be 40% of the overall student grade. Any student who completes and submits an assignment but earns a grade less than 50%, homework, quiz, anything, will be given the opportunity to redo the assignment. So this is a little bit different where we now are letting you redo an assignment if you get less than 50% on that. That grade will be average, the final grade will be an average of the two assignments. The student needs to contact the teacher via email in a timely manner to express their intent to redo an assignment. So any grade that you get less than 50%, you need to email your teacher and bring it up during a meet or during their office hours. And make sure you email it, send an email as well.
On this slide, we'll be discussing your students' Chromebook usage. Chromebooks should be used for school purposes only. Students are monitored at all times using GoGuardian. Teachers can also email or message students using GoGuardian. And violations of the technology usage agreement of the school handbook will be reported to school administration immediately. Consequences will be given accordingly. Please monitor your child's use of their school-issued device. Because we as teachers are not able to be in person with the students, we're relying on you as parents to monitor their usage at home. Please limit their hours of usage whenever possible. We understand that they'll need it for remote learning and homework purposes, but students shouldn't be staying up all night to be on their computers. To help minimize distractions in the home, please provide your students with headphones. These will also be needed in our return to in-person learning. Your child will be meeting with teachers and other students using Google Meets regularly. We ask that they please follow these rules and expectations so that we have as smooth meetings as possible. First of all, we ask that devices stay muted unless called on by a teacher. To eliminate any background noise or feedback from the computers, we're asking that all of our students stay muted as much as possible. Please make sure that your device is plugged in and charged prior to the start of the meet so that you aren't having to leave the meeting to go and do so. We also ask that you have all of your supplies ready to go so that you're not having to run around and gather what you need at the start of or during the meeting. We ask that you also find a comfortable place to work with minimal distractions. Place your device on a steady surface like a table to avoid any accidents of it dropping. We also ask that you please use the restroom and eat before the meet begins. It's distracting to watch someone eat on camera, and you might miss important information if you're having to leave to go to the restroom. We want to remind students and parents that all classroom and school rules apply. If a student is found to be disorderly during a meet, they will be asked to leave. Please make sure you're listening carefully to the teacher and raise your hand to ask or answer any questions, just like we would in a regular school environment. Of course, we're asking you to always try your best, be ready to learn, and be patient with your teacher and fellow classmates. This is a very new learning experience for everyone.
Well, thanks for watching our middle school remote learning plan overview for this fall. If you have questions, feel free to contact us. Please continue to check the school website for more information about schedules, procedures, and videos to help you out. We look forward to seeing everyone soon online and in person. Have a great day.